and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. Snagged out of the air. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Looking to throw on first down. It's caught.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Gonna swing it on second down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time, the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Making side adjustments here. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Brown wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Card. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there. Make sure they limit that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
They just keep firing, using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to take off. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
Throws to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt.
First and 10.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. toss sweep right.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Brown will throw it. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. Showing off the arms. Got the first down and still on his feet. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time on target. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Brown wants to pass. He's got him. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Running it to the right. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3.
Now, a 4th down.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Right on target the first time, now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Got his man downfield. Lots of running room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He'll get rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout by the offense.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless, and you know that you're losing possession and you're coming off the field.
Flushed out of the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Brown will throw it. They'll run the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Coming up, 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to get it to the marker. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll go to the toss.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wells. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Dances away. Got a man. It's Card. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Unloads it left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This offense better start finding a way to cap off these drives for points. We haven't seen that now in the last 2 drives. Last one, they were moving the ball pretty nicely, came away with nothing. This drive, it's looking to be more of the same. And normally when you give up sacks, especially on 3rd down, that's what's going to happen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's a big stride inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for... And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category.
And the returner will be dragged down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. This drive will open from the 15. Running to the left. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He wants to change this route. Quick release by the QB. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Ford. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Now the toss. Picks up the first down, still moving. Out across the 45, out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 46. Brown wants to pass. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Just going to keep it after the snap. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Sends it back in motion. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Using his feet. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play.
Turning it on! Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Ford. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They give it to him again. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. They got it! It's blocked! And they got it! That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. On the ground, it's Hankerson. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Leaves it with the running back. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Durant. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Makes the catch. It's Durant. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Lost to throw again. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Brown will throw it. he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
They kick it away on 4th down. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's looking deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Caught in the backfield, it's Card. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And it slips just inside that right upright. Now up by 4 here in the 3rd quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
Gives him the big stiff arm. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Goes to the option. Powers through the defender. And the ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. He'll pull it down and run. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loses 3. 3rd down coming up.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Brown wants to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz, I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient, find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
Here's a heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
And right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
1st and 10.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Brown will throw it. Right on the money.
And that's a good 1st down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the 4th quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
Might be calling a hot route. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Man down on the play as the officials to let him be checked out. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking downfield on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wideout. The give as they work on that clock. Got enough for the first down. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. All the way in for the touchdown. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21.
I got you, baby.
They'll give it to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it, and the defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up third and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now third and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Back to pass, it's Murphy. Using his legs to buy some time. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out! Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Great job.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Wants to fire on second down. Got out of trouble and throws. Catch in the middle, it's Card. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they are having none of it.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Brown wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Past the first down marker and still running. At midfield, he's got room. He goes out of bounds. Really good pickup, an explosive run there, but that's going to be like a fabulous parting gift. Not enough to make a big difference. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically. They've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays, just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that 4th down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And he will go nowhere on the final play of the game.